Welcome everybody. In today's video, I'll be talking about my personal bug out gear that if I can grab it before I go, I've got it. And when I talk about bug out, I am talking about FEMA's 73-hour preparedness. Now, I'm not counting equipment like life straw, pre-made food, other clothing, shelter. We're just talking basic equipment to maintain those products. So let's get into it. This is what I'm feeling for a 73-hour period would be good. A long-lasting battery flashlight. This is the Olight S2R Baton 2. If I have this on turbo, which is the Mega Bright version there, it can run 4 hours. You're not wanting 4 hours of solid light. You're just wanting, whoops, pardon me, didn't mean to flash you there. Haha. I'm talking about stuff like this half lumen, moonlight mode, or one step up, larger mode, which on these charges, hey, I use these things almost daily, a little bit here and there throughout the day, and I'll go months before charging this guy up. And so in a 73-hour crash course, and you're using the 3 low modes on this guy, you've got battery life out the wazoo. This thing, without a charger back up, is going to get you through your day. And then some. Get you through your days. You could probably go 2 weeks daily use on low-end stuff and not have to charge. Now, if you're going to be spending 5 hours at a shop working on a car, not as much probably, but I'm talking like getting around your campsite, you need, 30 minutes of light here and there. Let's say 30 minutes of this. You're going to go 2 weeks at least on this. That's awesome. At least I'm going to guarantee you a week. And FEMA is 73 hours, which I think is 3 days, give or take. You've got battery life to go. You don't have to worry about charger backups, wires. Just grab the flashlight and go. With that out of the way, I like to have a multi-tool. I carry bit kits with this, but for you guys, I'm just showing you the base tool, and we're going with it. This is the Victorinox Swiss Tool X. Scissors, file, great file, top of the line, best of all the multi-tools out there, best saw of the multi-tools, good size knife blade, smaller implements like pry bar, very thick, very chonk, little chisel there, which I find highly useful. I've used that chisel a lot recently. Flathead, bottle cap lifter, small wire stripper. We have an awl, good for the campsite. We have Phillips head, number 2, number 1 combo, which the way it's shaped, it does both very well. If the number 2 is old, rusted, and already rounded out, this probably won't get the job done, but if it's a decent and good condition number 2, where it's not too rounded out or anything, that'll work wonders. A small flathead pick of sorts. Good size pliers, good size handle. I've got big paws, and that's a big tool. It's good. I know a lot of you people, when you hear bug out, you're thinking light. To me, you go light, you die. You want equipment that gets the job done. I like to have a secondary pair of pliers, because how many times do you come up across something? For example, something that you would see every day is like a stop sign, and you've got a nut on one end and a screw on the other. Well, you use the screw on this, but without other pliers, how do you hold the other side down? You need an extra pair of pliers. And for that, I highly recommend you get yourself a pair of 5-inch Knipex Cobra pliers. Made in Germany, Knipex Cobra, 8701125 millimeters, 25 centimeters, 5 inches. You get the idea. Adjustable up to just over an inch if you really want to widen that out some, but let's say 1 inch solid opening. You can get 6 inches, you can get 4 inches. This is the 5 incher, pocketable, light, strong. Good pair of pliers, I highly recommend. Next up is I like to have a pocket knife. And I like to have a folding knife. I know you can carry a fixed blade. We're not talking fixed blades, we're talking pocketable, wearable stuff. This is the Land 9104, made by Sanrenmu, which makes Spyderco knives. Not all of them, but some of their models. This is a big knife, thick blade, solid build. This thing is an absolute tank with no blade play, like this. The handle is moving when I do that. No blade play, no blade wiggle. This thing is a beast. The back is rounded over a bit, so it's not great for fire striking on there, but you could strike with the blade or use one of the inner implements of the Victorinox. Something I add to my gear is a Ferro Rod and a sharpening stone. This is a Smith's sharpening stone from a 3-pack system at Lowe's, which comes with like rods and a brace for your knife blade, and you can set certain angles when you sharpen. But you could take any stone, really, drill a hole through it, slap it on some paracord, and you've got yourself edge maintenance. Now, prolonged periods out in the woods, you're probably going to want a better sharpening system. But you go out there day one, you're like, oh shoot, I kind of messed up the edge a little bit. This thing is great for just keeping the edges of your knife in good condition during the 73 hours, maybe a week. Any longer than that, and considering daily heavy use of knife blades, you would want something better with you. If so, and you want to, pack a better stone, but this is a good minimum to get the ball rolling. Small ferro rod. I got a Coleman's ferro rod, which is the A-long and had a plastic handle on one side to hold while you struck the thing. I cut it in half and drill a hole in it, and now I have a ferro rod necklace, which works quite well. Good for creating fires, for survival, and I like this altogether. Now, personally, I would pack more gear if I can. If I cannot, this is what I'm getting away with if I can. But if possible, I'm packing a Victorinox Swiss Champ because it has a few tools that this guy does not, and just works well with it. Bit kit of some sort, because you never know when you got to take door hinges off or something. It's there. It's good. So that is like the extra gear that I would carry. I mean, I would take my whole toolbox. If I knew the situation was coming, I would pack everything I can. But it's like, this is the stuff that I almost always have on my person daily. Should the need arise for me to split, I've got what I need. Like, I know this seems like a lot to a lot of people, but really, this is quite manageable. Unless you wear sweatpants, then I'm sorry, but this is too much. But if you're the average person who wears belts and jeans, or most of you people with a cowboy boot, tuck that in your cowboy boot. Fantastic. But this is what I would carry for my 73 hours of bugging out if I needed bug out equipment. And I could not pack my toolbox with tools, my other toolbox of knives and multi-tools and yada yada yada. This is what I'm making off with. So, I hope you found this video useful, informational. If you like this content, please consider subscribing, spread the word. Thank you all for watching. Until the next video, carry well, and bye-bye.